So first of all, thanks for having me here. And on behalf of Schaeffler, I must admit that it's a very, very vibrant show. The first few hours have been very much excellent. And I mean, we can look at the footfalls, even at our booth itself. So, I mean, so we have been having a lot of visitors, our business partners, existing, new, potential, everyone. So, yeah, we are very much excited about that. And hopefully it would be a very, very constructive show for the next 3-4 days. So we from Schaeffler, cater to a very, very large vehicle platform, be it the transmissions, look, be it the chassis part, that's FAG, and be it the engine parts, that's ENA. And I think that speaks for itself. And that is then gets coupled with our RepExpert, which is a very, very strong domain in terms of the technical know-how that gets imparted at the garage level. And one more thing to add upon the fact is that it's just not that the parts that we supply to the independent aftermarket. These parts are very well supported by the RepExperts, the special tool kits that we call it as. And these are the kits that then those help our garage, our mechanics to make sure that they are installing, uninstalling the parts in a very, very efficient way. So that's one. And the second one, of course, is Koovers that are integrated with us in 2023. And of course, that's a very strong and probably one of the largest online parts platform in India as we speak right now. So we have a special platform to display our credentials there. And last but not least is our kind of a transition from being purely a mechanical based parts manufacturer to an electronics based parts integrator, and that's where Vitesco comes in. So Vitesco is the integration that happened last year, and that's what we are now trying to showcase our business partners, that this is a further portfolio addition that we are offering to them. So, I mean, electrification is definitely the buzzword here. And here I can talk definitely about two things, which is very well amalgamated between the parts and the service side. So if I have to talk about parts, so we have the first kind of the portfolio displayed here on the E-axle, which we have developed for an e-mobility vehicle, a 100% battery electric vehicle. And that kind of speaks itself that we at Schaeffler are very much future looking in terms of getting our parts introduced for the OE platforms for the electric mobility needs. So that's on the parts side. On the service side, we have a specific CSR platform where we educate the mechanics in terms of how to manage an electric vehicle by itself. Because at this point of time, we understand that this would be the need of the hour. Mechanics are really hungry for the technology knowledge that we, of course, give to them. And so, yeah, these are the very two strong platforms that we are operating upon. The second one you spoke about is the digitization. So where, of course, Koovers is our flagship online platform. The amount of the reach to the workshops that we have had since last 2 years has been tremendous, and we are very, very bullish about that. And that's where we intend to play around. And third was on the fact of skill development. And skill development is the part again where RepExpert plays a very, very big role. So we have our own mobile van. It typically runs close to about 11 to 12,000 kilometers, covering almost about 4 to 5 Indian states. And as we see, India is a very, very large geography, a very complex one. And that's where we go to the workshop level, to the garage level, to educate the mechanics as to how they have to manage the parts. We categorically focus upon the 3 Fs, which is the form, fit, and the function, which not only educates them as to how to manage the installation, the repair of the maintenance of the parts, but also to get them further awareness into kind of deciphering which is genuine, non-genuine. So that also plays a very, very important role. So, India automotive industry, starting from the OE manufacturers, the new vehicle platforms that are getting added on the Indian roads, more or less now on a monthly basis, that has seen a versatile shift. It has gone leap bounds in terms of the new vehicles that are getting added. Be it the time, probably we would get to understand from the social media that there would be 1 or 2 models getting launched in probably a span of 4 to 5 months. That's not the case anymore now. Almost like every month, let's say, some of the new vehicles platforms are getting added. And that's where we are very upbeat, not only from the OE production side, that what we are supporting them, and specifically on the aftermarket side, because gone are the days when there would be kind of a cool off period for us to introduce the parts for those particular vehicles that have been introduced. So that has tremendously shortened up. And the moment a vehicle gets launched into the market, we have a very, very strong program management, because at the end of the day, it's ultimately the value that we provide to our business partners. So we have the complete distribution chain lined up for us through the distributors, to the retailers, and then finally our parts getting landed into the workshops. So again, it's the value that we provide, and that for us makes sure that we are covering a very, very strong percentage of the vehicle coverage. So again, it's a very, very interesting question. And for a large geography like India, of course, we have all our measures and efforts in place to reach out to the customers. But then this particular platform gives us an opportunity to invite them, be them from various facets of the distributor, retailer, even at the workshop level, to showcase them what are the products that we have in our place right now, what are the new technologies that we are talking about, to educate them, so that we carry them along together as a complete ecospace in ourselves. And that's the reason how we identify ourselves is not just purely based upon the aftermarket, but we call ourselves as the vehicle lifetime solutions. So from the time the vehicle is on road until its complete obsolescence, we from Schaeffler are there to support its complete requirement.